Welcome back to Suladan Place, Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. Last time, we didn't really make a whole lot of progress because there was a meeting of the council, and everybody seems to agree we're safe, so. I'm thirsty. Deal with it. Sorry. It's been a crazy week. It's been a hectic week. I'm actually in the midst of transferring to a new computer, so I have two computers hooked up in front of me at the moment, which is really weird. My room is a mess. Everything is a mess. The world is falling apart, but it will all be pieced back together and we'll be faster, stronger, and better than ever. Or it will all burst into flames. We'll find out. In any case, we landed on Korriban. We talked to everybody. We pestered Juhani because for some reason she wasn't a part of the council meeting, which is weird. And, I need to remember where I am in my ship. Hello, little frog friend. Okay. Can I actually see the place outside? Kind of. Wow, the world is so low res. I'm guessing they don't really expect me to do that, but it's still pretty, nice little detail. Hi, Carth. Okay, now, we're going to Yavin! Why, you may ask? Well, we haven't been there yet. And it's, you know, for reasons. For reasons! Did I say it's for reasons? Because it's for reasons. Yavin's apparently like an expansion pack spaceport thing. I'm extra of stuffness. And I was gonna save it for last, but, you know, I keep getting asked why I haven't been there yet. So now we're going! I assume it's not the big red thing. Oh, no, it's a spaceport. Floating next to the red thing. Okay, why not? Seems fair, seems legit. Seems pretty. Got a nice big docking bay. Oh, heaven. Well, we're here. Now to go pester HK-47 and see if he knows anything about this place. Hi, T3. I got lost again, okay? It's a big ship. It's not hard to do.
Statement.
Do you know anything about these, Gizka?
Statement. I have little knowledge of that to impart, Master.
Okay. Fair enough. I wanted to ask you if you knew anything about Yavin, but, you know, Gizka's fine, too. I'm gonna take you two. There's a reason I'm taking these two, and it's mostly because I want to try that first-person mode thing.
Ready!
Right. I've been lied to. Their first-person mode is very much like my own.
Sure.
Okay then, well, that's a thing. Maybe that's something they added in KOTOR too. I don't know. In any case, we're just gonna go in. Why are there so many doors? Why is there more doors? Is this the land of doors? Hey, hey, who is that? What do you want? I recognize your ship. It's Davix, isn't it? Maybe? But who are you? Are you new or something? Yeah, I'm new. I'm very new. You don't sound like a Trandoshan, and you're not one of Davix. Who are you, and what do you want? I'm the Dark Lord. I'm very displeased for you. I'm trying to save the galaxy. Sure, why not? Eh? Sith? Oh, they haven't been here in 50 years, not since the last war. I don't see why they'd start making a habit of it now. Still, all my business with the Sith is old news. Politics ain't my affair. As long as you don't get all worked up, I guess I can let you in. It would be nice to have someone to talk to for a change. Trandoshans and smugglers aren't exactly stunning conversationalists. Trandoshans and smugglers, who are you talking about? Oh, they come by here every once in a while. It's how I keep in the loop, you know. But Trandoshan lizard speak is kind of hard to follow, and they have pretty limited imaginations. Smugglers aren't much better either. Look, this is getting kind of awkward through this door. If you'll just hold on a minute, I'll open this thing up and we can talk more face to face. Just have to fiddle with the door lock. The thing keeps jamming. There we go. Did you just shove your hands through the door? Okay. Hi. You don't look like I thought you would. Too human. I don't see many of your kind here at all anymore. Not since the war, at any rate. What brings you here? I seek the pieces of a map called a Starforge. Sure, let's tell him the secret stuff. Starforge? I've never heard of it. There's nothing in this system except ruins of Exar Kun's war. Who? What? Don't tell me you youngsters don't know anything about Exar Kun and that war. Then again, there's been a lot of troubles recently, I've heard. Enlighten me. Exar Kun was a Jedi, at least at start. He came here to Yavin and landed on the 4th moon, the one you can see through the window. That's a really big red moon. There were some ancient Sith temples there, and in them Exar Kun gained terrible powers. He raised the Sith and waged a war against the Republic, much like what seems to be happening today. But Exar Kun was far more powerful than any Sith Lord who has come since. The very ground trembled beneath his feet, and when he looked at you, you just... Anyway, that's all in the past now. I've got my life of staying here and tinkering with the stuff I found in the ruins and the things the Trandoshans and smugglers bring me. You're an inventor? Maybe a little bit. I tinker with stuff I found lying around in the ruins on Yavin 4, or that the Trandoshans and smugglers bring me. Of course, with them, it's usually just weapons and things. But I have so many ideas people haven't seemed to come up with yet. It's really quite astonishing. Who are the Trandoshans? Mercenaries and bounty hunters. Scum, mostly. They look like big two-legged lizards. Yeah, let's not say sort of like Rhodians. Because he's a Rhodian, and that would be offensive. What do they want with you? They found me a couple years after the war. Usually they don't bargain with people they find alone in abandoned space stations, but we worked out a deal. I give them a few of my more applicable inventions at reasonable prices, and they keep me supplied with food and raw materials. It's worked out well so far, for years really. With Davik gone, they've been getting ideas though. Anything else you want to know? No, we're not playing Pazak. Do you have anything you'd like to sell me? I've got a few things kicking around the place, stuff the Trandoshans and smugglers have brought for me to look at, and a few things I've been making from parts. They aren't cheap, though. They pay a lot for what I can make, and anything I sell to you I can't exactly sell to them, now can I? But if you're willing to pay, I've got a few of my more advanced things you can look at. I'm always working on more, so you can check back some other time if I don't have what you want right now. Here, have a look. Light exoskeleton. Shadow armor. Stabilizer gold. Ooh. That's expensive! HK-47, do you need a shield? Immunity to mind affecting awareness plus 10. I want all of it. I'll be back. Let me save. Let me figure out. Hey, HK, do you need an energy shield? These are questions we need answers to. Plating, utility. I mean, I guess he's got medium plating 3, so putting light plating on him wouldn't really help. I mean, the stabilizer gloves sound neat. I would deflect more bolts. Blaster bolt deflection and dexterity. I want it! I buy it! It's mine! I really want that. It says awareness plus 10. What do I have equipped right now for that? Constitution plus 4. I mean, with awareness plus 10, I would find every mine in existence. It's so tempting. It's so tempting. My damage goes down by 1, but my hit goes up by 2. I want it! I want it! I want it. I'm so poor. I have 33. I have so many antidotes. What does this thing do? 30 plus... You know what? You know, I'm gonna hang on to some of this stuff, but I can sell it later if I need money. But... Awareness. Yay! Another one to my accuracy, and now I can see everything. Where do I see my stats? Where's awareness? I have awareness of 24. Thank you, friend. Okay. Is there anything else we need to do here? Anything? Anything? What's this? What's that? Huh. Oh, he has Gizka. I have them. Where are they at? I hear them. Oh. HK, blow the door down! I must see everything. Do you have any more interesting tidbits of knowledge for me? Tell me about yourself. Me, I'm nobody. Doing nothing. I've been in the system for 50 years before the station was even built. I just sit around all day and tinker with this and that, trying out a few of my ideas. Why did you come here? Oh, the station's an old Republic supply depot from when they were fighting Exarchun. Once they destroyed Yavin 4's surface, though, I didn't need it anymore. Once they'd gone, I decided to move in and use the place myself. It's not very roomy, but I think it turned out alright. And it's close to Yavin 4, where I get most of my parts. Nobody comes here except smugglers and Trandoshans anyway, so I get left alone, just the way I like it. How do you keep the life support system running? Who are the smugglers? Rhodians, Aqualish, Twi'leks, whatever. They all work in an organization called the Exchange. You might have heard of them. They run smuggling operations all over the galaxy. Weapons, slaves, whatever someone's willing to pay for. They found my talents very useful. Like the Trandoshans, they get me to patch up and upgrade what they bring, and pay me well for it. They also bring news and supplies. What do you want to sell me? Buy 33, Yeah, no, thank you. I really want that. I want all of it. Can I just have it all? You'll be my 10th party member and you will build me things for free. Alas not. I hear a droid following me. Back to the ship. Now. Haven't talked to Jolie, have I? Yo.
Got something on you.
You mentioned something. Wait, you mentioned something about your wife.
I don't want to talk about that.
Sorry, maybe we can talk about it later.
Maybe, but I doubt it. I'm made stubborn that way.
I will bring you a block of fudge the size of a goat if you tell me. I know your weakness, Oswich. Who else do I need to talk to? Hey, Mission! You're not who I'm looking for, but yeah, I'm in the wrong place anyway. Hey, Big Z. I haven't talked to you in a while, have I? How do you feel about me being Revan? You rescued me from the Gamorrean slavers. It does not matter to me if you are called Suladan or Revan. I have sworn a life debt to you. I will stay with you to the end, and I will judge you on the actions as I see them, not on a history I have never known. Thank you. You are wise. You are very wise. You are very fluffy. Hey, Rajan.
Hey there. What can I do for you?
Just wanted to talk.
It seems to me that if you don't really remember anything about being Revan, then it doesn't really matter anymore. You are who you are now, right?
So it doesn't bother you at all?
I don't see the Sith Lord standing here. I see a friend who's been with us through thick and thin. Remember, Malik's the one who tried to destroy Terrace.
I see. That's the exit. I need to not go that way. Yo, Canderous!
Yeah, what do you want?
Talk. Have you seen all these Gizka?
So deal with it. Why are you asking me about it?
Because I got bored, okay? I like them. They are very, very adorable, and they hop everywhere. And no one will ever tell me otherwise. Oh, Carth! That's not the right way. I've talked to you, I've talked to you. For some reason, there's nobody in here. That really seems like a room somebody should be in. Hey, Carth!
Yes, what's on your mind?
We need to talk about my being Darth Revan.
If you're ready to talk, then yes. So am I.
Oh, dear. Isn't that a sign of the apocalypse when Carth says he's ready to talk? Eee.
I can't hate you. I tried. I wanted to hold you responsible for all the things you've done for my wife, for Telos, for Dustil. But I can't.
Why can't you?
I got the revenge I always wanted when Saul died. But it hasn't brought me the peace that I thought it would. Despite whatever part of Revan is inside you, the darkness that must surely be there, it isn't who you are. That's why I can't hate you, why I don't want any more revenge. You don't have to be Revan. You can be so much more. Whatever the Jedi did to you, they gave you that chance. Whatever's happened up until this point, there's going to come a time very soon where you're going to have to make a choice. And there won't be any turning back.
And if I make the wrong choice? You know you're in charge of killing me, right? You remember the whole council meeting where you said you'd be the one to kill me?
Well, then I hope I can save you. From yourself.
Fair enough. Okay, well, I have stalled long enough. I guess we gotta go back to Korriban. There was a part of me that was planning to drag this out for a whole other episode, but yeah. To Korriban we go! Me. Click. Click. Please don't crash. Me. There we go. That's so spooky when it does it. Oh. Oh, this is what you were talking about it being a thing that can happen. Okay.
Incoming fighters!
Come on, let me aim. Give me... There we go. You've got to let me aim with the buttons or we will all die. Okay, let's just get this over with. Are you going to turn around and shoot me? Well, you're not allowed to do that. One more. Two more. Where you at? There you at. No, you're not. There you at. Where are you at? Where? There. Gotcha. I win! Oh look, it's that same exact cutscene that I replayed a section of game for and thought was a special. Okay, moving on. I'm not disappointed at all. Okay, we've seen the landing sequence for Korriban. I'm not gonna drag that out. Did you T-pose at me? Man, Carth, we really, really have to remember to get you that exorcist. How do I get out of the ship? It's yeah, here it is. Adjacent to Canderous. You're coming with me. And who else? Fudge. Fudge. You're coming with me.
Ready.
HK-47, you get to level up. Aren't you proud? Yay. Yay. Level 8, level 15. Oh, yeah, I remember that now. Oh, okay, so this is exactly what the room looks like. Good to know. Can I click this? No. Can I click this? You notice this entire room's already filled out on my map? Strangely. Very, very, very strangely. Should I be wearing dark Jedi robe? Person! Hello there. Oh dear. Ah, who are you? You're not who I clicked. Greetings, you human. A word, if I may. It concerns the Dark Lord of the Sith. I am not... No, I'm not saying that. You mean Malak? No, human, I mean the true Lord of the Sith. I'm speaking of Darth Revan. Of you. How do you know who I am? Listen to me and all will be made clear. My name is Ziagram. I am a businessman. I and my partner deal in rare items of extraordinary value and power. You're with the Exchange. No, we are not. We are independent operators, though often our transactions involve those who represent the Exchange. Traditionally, we have always done business with the owner of the Ebon Hawk, Davik Kang most recently, Ahita Othar before him, Fori Haksa before her. But we were reluctant to approach you. You had no ties to the Exchange, which was a problem. Even worse, you were a Jedi. Not the sort of person we normally associate with. So why are you approaching me now? There were reports of the Ebon Hawk traveling to many different planets. We wanted to know what you were up to. At your last port, I placed a small tracking device on your ship. The tracking device reported back to us that you had been captured by the Leviathan. Once we had that information, we began digging into our sources within the Sith fleet. Sources? Oh, there are millions of soldiers in the Sith fleet. Surely you aren't surprised that some of them will sell information? Even high-ranking officers aren't immune to the lure of easy credits. Your escapades on the Leviathan created quite a stir in the Sith fleet. Of course, Malak tried to suppress the truth about your identity. There were more than a few summary executions. But even if security footage is destroyed and witnesses silent, some bits of information always slip through. Spend enough credits to gather the tiny pieces, and the puzzle becomes clear. We know what happened aboard the Leviathan. At least we know enough. You are Darth Revan, and you are going to kill Malak for daring to claim dominion over the Sith. I mean, you're technically wrong, but I am going to get rid of Malak. I shall freeze him in carbonite, and then sell him to that hut on no, wait, Terrace has been wiped clean. We will use the carbonite slab to make a monolith and put the monolith on what remains of Terrace. And in a few thousand years, when those people from the Promised Land or whatever find it, they will be very confused and my journey will be complete. How does this involve you? Oh, my partner and I deal in very rare and powerful items. Weapons, armor, things you can use in your battles against Malak and the Sith. And you're going to give me these items? I don't carry the items with me, of course. They're with my partner. But they're yours if you've got the credits to buy them. We do want to make a profit at this, after all. Just go to the cantina here in Dreshte. There's a roadie in there named Mika Doran. Tell Mika that Ziagram sent you to look at the premium items. Sure, I'll check it out. I just spent all my money, but sure, I'll check it out. Mika already knows to expect you. Like I said, just tell him you want to look at the premium items. I guess my work here is done. Goodbye, Revan. And once Malik is beaten, don't forget who helped you to victory. You seem like a nice guy. Also, I want to go say hi to a mechanic. You interrupted me, but with good information, so you live for today.
Nice to see the Hawk still in one piece. Beauty of a ship, that.
How do you know about the Ebon Hawk?
I've seen this little ship before plenty of times. Used to make runs for the Exchange, didn't it? Korriban's nice and remote. The kind of place the Exchange likes. You don't need to worry about me saying anything. I don't give a whit what you do with your ship. Smuggling's what the Hawk was made for, though.
Fascinating. Who are you?
Oh, nobody special. I just do the routine maintenance work for the ships that come in. I used to see the Hawk here all the time.
Sure, I got questions.
You sure can.
What can you tell me about Korriban?
Not much. It's a pretty barren planet, to tell the truth. Not of much interest to anyone. Unless you're a Sith, I guess. They seem to think this place is something special.
Oh, why do they think it's special?
Probably all them ruins they found on the surface. That's the reason they built their academy here, I guess. To dig all them ruins up.
They have an academy? There's a Sith academy here? They use students to dig up ruins? It's not that kind of academy. Well, still.
There's people that come here from all over Sith space to try and join the academy. Most of them die, I hear. Pretty gruesome business, that.
Okay, so it's like Hogwarts. And how does somebody get to the ruins?
You don't. Not unless you're a Sith in the academy. They're the only ones allowed on the surface. They pay Zerka to ship things in and out, I guess, but that's all closely monitored.
Have you ever heard of a star map?
A star map? You mean like a navigation chart?
Yes, but much older, perhaps in the ruins?
If them Sith found a star map in those ruins, nobody's ever mentioned it.
Do you know how to reach the ruins? Didn't I already ask you this?
You don't.
Okay,
Not unless you're...
So how does someone get into the academy? That's the question I was trying to get to.
I don't know. There's all kinds of hopefuls in the colony trying to get in. Why don't you ask one of them?
Oh, because you're more fun to talk to. But okay, I'll be going.
Yep. Take care now.
Fascinating. And, yeah. I guess that's about that for this little room. But, let's go ahead and talk to him. Hi. I see. Another Jedi come to small Korriban, yes? Good to meet you. How do you know I'm a Jedi? From the lightsaber you're carrying, naturally. Only Jedi carry ones like that, correct? There are many people who come to Korriban from throughout Sith space, hoping to join the Academy. Some of them are Jedi who have left the Order. You will get into the Academy for certain. I understand Jedi who have left the light side are made very welcome. What's this Academy you mentioned? Oh, I thought that would have been why you came here. There's a Sith Academy just outside Dreshte where they train their students and such. But enough about that. It's very nice to see that the Ebon Hawk has returned. I have not seen that ship in some time indeed. Since you're a regular to our little colony, the docking fee is only 25 credits. You know of the Ebon Hawk? Oh, but of course. There was a time when that ship used to dock here on a weekly basis. Oh, it's changed hands since then, though, has it? Ah, well, that happens. That's not really necessary, is it? I suppose there's no need to charge the owner of the Ebon Hawk any fee, really. I'll open up the door for you. Can I ask you some questions? What do you wish to know? What do you know about the Sith's excavations? The ones on the surface? All I know is that only the Sith students go there. Sorry. Ooh, that spooked him bad. Tell me about Korriban. Ah, this is Dreshtai. It's the only colony on the planet. Korriban is a Sith planet, well within their space, though it's not very well inhabited. The Sith allow Circa to conduct some mining here, and the company operates the starport, but otherwise the colony revolves around the local Sith Academy. Have you heard of the star map? Doesn't your computer handle navigation? Beyond that, I really couldn't say. What can you tell me about the Academy? Unless you're one of the hopefuls who's trying to become a student there, I suggest you avoid it. The Sith of the law here and do as they please, and it can be quite dangerous. Okay, I've done that. Tell me about Circa. Circa is one of the largest corporations in the core. I'm surprised you haven't heard of it. They have interests in mining all over this sector. Korriban is usually the location of Circa's headquarters for this sector. Oh, it's actually, not usually. Most business here in the colony is conducted there. Fair enough, I'll be on my way. Enjoy your stay in Dreshtai. Hi, Mr.
Go about your
Zerk.
business, please, citizen.
There's people in there. I wonder what the people in there is doing. I don't know, but I'm going to go ahead and pause, and next time we will actually get to begin to explore Korriban. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.